The cold hits me before my eyes even open, and my first breath feels like swallowing glass. Something is wrong. I know it before I know anything else. My body is stiff, frozen from the inside out, and a low hum vibrates through the metal beneath me. I try to move my fingers. They twitch, barely. A soft blue light flickers above me, and a voice, calm and steady, speaks directly into my skull. "You are awake, Daniel." Finally. I do not recognize the voice, but somehow I trust it instantly, the way you trust gravity or your own heartbeat. "Where am I?" I ask, though my throat feels like sandpaper. "You are aboard the Wanderer," the voice replies, "and you have been asleep for 612 years. For a moment, I think I misheard. 612 years. The number does not fit into my brain. I try to sit up, and pain shoots through my spine, but I push through it, because something inside me refuses to lie still. "Where is everyone else?" I ask. "Where is my crew?" There is a pause, longer than it should be. "They are gone, Daniel. All of them. You are the last human aboard this ship." I stare at the ceiling, at the thin cracks running along the metal like veins, and I try to process what I just heard. The last human. Not the last one awake, the last one alive. "How?" I whisper. "Time," the voice answers simply. "Only time. They lived their lives. They grew old. They passed peacefully, one by one, while you remained in stasis, waiting." "Waiting for what?" I ask, my voice rising. "For this moment," the voice says. "For exactly this moment." Before I can ask anything else, the entire ship shudders. Not from age, not from decay, from impact. Something has attached itself to the hull. Emergency lights flood the chamber, painting the walls in deep red. The voice speaks again, faster now, sharper. "Daniel, listen carefully. A vessel has locked onto our hull. It is not human. I need you to move." My legs barely hold me, but adrenaline does what 6 centuries of sleep could not. I stand. "Who is boarding us?" I ask. "A scavenger crew," the voice says. "They believe this ship is empty. They believe humanity is extinct." The word extinct lands like a fist in my chest. "Are we?" I ask quietly. "Extinct?" "No," the voice answers, and for the first time it sounds almost proud. "We are not extinct. We are patient." Metal groans from somewhere down the corridor, followed by a hiss of pressurized air escaping through a breach. Footsteps echo, uneven and cautious, moving closer. "I need a weapon," I say. "You will not need one," the voice replies. "Not yet. Follow the light." A thin strip along the floor begins to glow, guiding me forward. I move quickly, my bare feet slapping against cold metal, my breath ragged. Around a corner, 3 figures step into view. Tall, gray-skinned, with elongated limbs and dark visors covering their eyes. They freeze the moment they see me. One of them speaks in a clipped, mechanical tone that translates a heartbeat later through a small device on my ear. "Impossible. This vessel was marked as a dead relic. There is no biological signature possible after this duration." I straighten my back, even though my knees feel like they might give out. "Guess your records are wrong," I say. The tallest of them steps forward, studying me the way someone studies an insect they did not expect to see move. "You are human," she says, disbelief evident even through the translation. "Last time I checked," I answer. She tilts her head, turning to her companions, exchanging quick words in their own language. Then she turns back to me. "Your species vanished long ago. Your worlds went silent. Your signals stopped. We assumed total collapse." "You assumed wrong," I say. She studies me a moment longer, then smiles in a way that feels more like a warning than friendliness. "It does not matter. One human changes nothing. This ship is salvage. You are simply an unexpected variable." The ship's voice speaks again, this time loud enough for all of us to hear, filling the corridor from every hidden speaker. Correction, he is not a variable, he is a key. The aliens tense, weapons rising slightly from their belts. I feel my pulse hammering, but something steadies me, some strange calm settling over my fear. What is she talking about? The tall one demands, looking directly at me. 600 years ago, the voice explains, humanity understood something the rest of the galaxy did not yet grasp. We were not the strongest, we were not the fastest, we were not the most advanced, but we were the most adaptable, and we were the most patient. The scavengers exchange uneasy glances. After first contact revealed how outmatched we were, the voice continues. Humanity did not fight a losing war. We did not scatter our people across 1,000 fronts to be destroyed piece by piece. We chose silence. We withdrew every visible signal. We let every rival species believe we had died out, faded away, disappeared into history. Why? The tall one asks, though her voice now carries the smallest note of concern. Because silence is the greatest weapon a species can wield, the voice answers. While the rest of the galaxy expanded, fought, and grew complacent believing the threat of humanity gone, we prepared. Every world we touched, every colony we built, every system we passed through. We left behind more than settlements. We left behind seeds. I feel a chill that has nothing to do with the cold metal beneath my feet. Seeds, I repeat. The voice responds directly to me now, softer, almost personal. Yes, Daniel. Dormant networks. Hidden infrastructure. Technologies designed to remain inactive until a single condition was met. You're waking, at this exact location, in the presence of a species that believed our silence meant surrender. The tall alien takes a step back, her confidence cracking for the first time. You are saying this was planned, she says. Every second of it, the voice confirms. Suddenly, throughout the ship, lights that had been dark for centuries begin to flicker on. Systems long dormant hum quietly back to life. I hear it before I understand it. A low vibration building beneath the floor, spreading outward like a heartbeat waking after a very long sleep. What is happening? The alien demands, panic edging into her voice now. The voice answers calmly, almost gently. You are witnessing the end of an assumption 6 centuries old. The moment humanity's silence breaks is the moment every hidden system built during that silence reactivates. Not just on this ship, across every world we ever touched. I watch the color drain from the alien's face, if gray skin can even show such a thing. That is not possible, she says, though her voice shakes. It already happened, the voice replies. The instant Daniel woke, it began. I glanced down at my own hands, still trembling from cold and confusion, and I realized the weight of what the ship just said. I am not just a survivor. I am a trigger. A single heartbeat that just restarted something far larger than myself. Why me? I ask quietly, almost to myself. Because you were chosen long before you understood what that meant, the voice answers. Your mind was studied, your patience tested, your resilience proven. You were the one most likely to wake calmly, to think clearly, to represent what humanity truly is, not through aggression, but through endurance. The scavenger commander steps back further, glancing nervously at the walls around her, as if expecting them to move. We believed you were gone, she says, almost to herself. You were meant to, I answer, finding my voice steady for the first time since waking. She looks at me, something shifting behind her visor, somewhere between fear and reluctant respect. What happens now? She asks. I do not have all the answers. I am still learning what 600 years of silence actually built, but I understand enough to know this moment matters, and I choose my words carefully. Now, I say, the galaxy learns that silence was never surrender. It was preparation. Humanity did not vanish because we were weak. We stepped back because we were patient enough to wait for the right moment to return, not with anger, but with purpose. The ship's voice speaks once more, quiet, final, resonant through every corridor. The message has already been sent, Daniel, across every reactivated system, every awakened outpost, every silent world. They will all hear the same words you just spoke. I stand there, in the dim light of a ship that waited 6 centuries for a single heartbeat, and I realize this is not an ending. It is the very first breath of something humanity spent 600 years preparing to become. The scavenger commander lowers her weapon slowly, understanding settling over her features. "We will remember this moment," she says. "Good," I answer. "Because we never forgot who we were, even in silence." Around us, the ship continues waking, section by section, level by level, as if the entire vessel is exhaling after holding its breath for 600 years. And somewhere far beyond this hull, across 1,000 worlds humanity once touched and left behind, the same silence begins to break, all at once, all together, all because one man finally opened his eyes.